Hey, it's Big V here. We're talking teams, but more importantly, I'm going to answer one of the biggest questions that everybody asks when they come into real estate. How much can I make? Like, how much does a real estate agent make? I think that's a great question. And so I'm not going to give you an answer. I'm going to give you a process, and I'm going to tell you what the potential is. According to the National Association of Realtors, the average real estate agent in the United States makes somewhere between $50,000 and $60,000, somewhere close to about what the average manager at Taco Bell makes. And so you can be a real estate agent or you can go manage a fast food restaurant. It doesn't matter to me. If I'm going to do something and I'm going to take time away from my family, I want to make some real money. So how about ask the question differently? How much does a workman coached agent make in real estate? Or if I join a workman coach team, what's the minimum level of acceptable income can I make? Let's answer those questions, okay? Let's start with this. First of all, are you willing to do work? Are you willing to get up every day and do work? Why do you think the average agent makes so little? I think it's because they spend so little time doing dollar productive activities. Also, when you take the averages, you have the really high and you have the really low, and you have to kind of figure out the average of all of those things. Most of the agents that I know that are full-time in the business earn somewhere in the neighborhood of six figures. So in the early low six figures, that's a reasonable amount of income to make for a real estate agent. If you're not making $100,000 a year in real estate, I would look at the market you're in, and I would look at the things that you focus on. Selling 10 or 15 houses a year just isn't that hard. Now, I don't mean to belittle the real estate agent that does 10 or 15 houses a year. I appreciate what you do. But you're not even selling a house a month. If you're selling 10 houses or 10 houses a year or 12 houses a year, that's one a month. I mean, what do you do the other 3.5 weeks? So you prospect, you get a client, you sell their house. I mean, what do? Like, what in the crap do you do all day long if you're only selling one house? I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, and I certainly don't mean I certainly don't want you to be offended, but I just want you to ask yourself the question: is it possible that I could replace some of my current habits with better habits? And if the answer is yes, most people don't make more because they don't know how to do it. It's not because they're not high quality individuals. It's not because they don't have integrity. It's not because they're not willing to work. It's that nobody has taken the time to really develop them. If I were new in the business and you're coming to this video because you typed in the question in your Google search, how much does a real estate agent make? You want to know, if I get into real estate, how much can I earn? I'll tell you, when we set minimum levels of acceptable performance for a workman coach team, that the minimum level of performance is 2 transactions a month. We put our buyer's agents on 40-60, 45-50, and 50-50 splits based on the number of deals they do in a month. And the minimum is 24, 2 deals a month. If you're not going to do 2 deals a month working full-time in real estate, you're probably going to struggle making $100,000. We want you to make $100,000 a year as a buyer's agent on a workman coach team. Are you okay with that? If you're not making that, let's go back and look at, are you following the recipe to success? A few things that you might want to focus on: your daily success habits, your My Perfect Week, your top 50, your 3-2-1s. When you build your business plan, we focus on 4 pillars of income. In this video series, there is a video on every single one of those topics, and all you have to do is go back and watch it. There are predictable systems for success if you follow them. You want to get to $100,000? The first thing I would do if I was coaching you as a brand new agent is I would say, let's find a workman coach team and get on it. The best teacher of the game is real estate. And you know that when you get on the team, they're going to plug you in to Rising Agent Mastery. It's a program called RAMP, where it's literally 12 weeks of training and development to get you from 0 to 2 transactions a month. And we want you to do it in 90 days. We want you to go through, do the activities, follow the system, and you'll earn the income. If you're going to specialize in being a buyer's agent, a workman coach team is going to plug you into BAM, or what I like to say, Buyer Agent Mastery. I start every video by saying, welcoming to BAM. We're glad you're here. Let's go. Welcome to BAM, because that's what it feels like when you're doing deals. It's like, bam, I'm making money, I'm doing deals, we're having fun, and we're helping people buy homes. If you want to be a listing partner, you want to get really good at listing, our listing partners usually make $200,000 to $300,000 a year on a 25 to 35% split, because all they do is prospect, list homes, negotiate contracts. All of the other stuff is taken off of their plate and handled by the team. When you have the ability to focus on the dollar productive activities, you get better at the game. When you go on 100 or 200 listing appointments a year, You think you're going to be better at it than the agent who goes on 7? The answer is you have to be better, because repetition is the mother of mastery. The reality is that when you really, really want to make some money in real estate, there's predictable systems that you can plug into that will help you grow. Whether it's Workman or somebody else's, it doesn't matter. Find somebody who resonates with you, that resonates with your core values, that resonates with your work ethic, and can share with you predictable recipes for success, and then follow them. Follow them religiously, just like you're baking a cake. And if you do that, you'll end up with a beautiful dessert. In the beginning of the video, I talked about the challenge that a lot of experienced agents will tell you about the peaks and valleys that happen in a business. Would you like to know how to eliminate them? Can I give you the secret sauce, the insider trading information that will help you eliminate those peaks and valleys? Okay, I guess you're saying yes to that, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. The market doesn't go up and down like the agent's income. Here's the process, or here's the rhythm that most agents follow. They need money, so they prospect. So they go in and they work, they call their spheres, they knock doors, they do open houses, and they get people in the pipeline. And then they've got people in the pipeline, and they work with all those people until they actually have closings. And that's called a peak. You have a month where you sell 3 or 4 or sometimes 5 deals. You make 20 grand, 30 grand in a month. And you're like, holy cow, I'm so excited. I'm gonna take some time off. I'm gonna go on vacation. I'm gonna go see Disneyland. And then you go on a vacation, and you don't prospect, and you don't follow up, and you don't follow through. That's when your valleys begin. The activities you do today don't pay you for at least 90 days. And so when you get people in your pipeline and you stop doing the activities that created the pipeline, you begin your valley, then you have your closings, and then it happens. 90 days later, you're hungry again, and now you can start prospecting, you start doing open houses, you knock doors, you do all those activities, and then it starts going back up again. We have peaks and valleys because we don't have consistency in the way that we approach the business. We don't prospect every day, we don't follow up with leads using a system, and we don't have new people coming in our pipelines. If you want to have consistent, stable income in real estate, yes, the market does go up and down seasonally, but not 40%, usually 5% or 10%. As the market goes up and down, your activities stay the same. If your activities stay the same, your income will become predictable. You can make 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. 750, a million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. I even have clients that earn over $7 million a year helping people buy and sell houses. And the difference is they focus on the right activities. Real estate is a phenomenal business. You get to be able to get in a business that you love, work with people that you love, help them get solutions to real problems and move into homes. You get to work with team members and teammates, team leaders, and you get to help them get everything they want in their lives so they can have balance. It's an unbelievable business that creates and provides so much opportunity. If you're thinking about getting into real estate, get on a team, but pick a Workman Coach team. If you're in real estate and you want some help and you're not getting the predictable income that you want, maybe it's time you raise your hand and say, I need some help. It's all right to ask for help because we can't grow if we don't ask. If you've gotten to a certain place and you're stuck and you don't know how to move forward, that's when you need to get help, because doing the activities that got you to that point will not get you to the next level. So how much can a real estate agent make in a year? The answer is, it really depends on the effort you're willing to put in. If you want to know what it takes to be on a Workman Coach team, you can just go right down below here and you can download the 10 things to be on my team. Or you can click on the link that's in the description and set up a coaching consultation. We'll help you with whether or not you want to get coached and whether or not it makes sense to build a team or whether or not it's even possible to eliminate the peaks and valleys in your business and in your income. Greatness is predictable. Real estate's a great business. I love this business that we're in, and I love the agents that raise their hand and say, let me get help because I want to change people's lives. If you're that agent, you really want the help, raise your hand and say, put me in, coach, I'm ready to go. Let's have a great life together as we serve people in this great business that we call real estate.